Good evening, YouTube. Lytbringr here, and we are going to be doing not Breath of the Wild like I promised, but that video is coming. My week has been kind of crazy this week, even though we get the week off for Thanksgiving and all that. First, I took my car to the shop. My water heater melted, so I am waiting for my landlords to get me a new water heater. So it's been a very hectic week, to say the least. So instead, we are going to do a quick video, hopefully quick, that is kind of carrying over a tradition from last year, where Xbox Online has done their Black Friday deals. So let me remove me from this equation. They say they've got 400 games on here, but a lot of the games are either duplicates or, like here you've got Syndicate and Syndicate, like, Special Edition. So instead of 400, think more like 2-ish. There's also a lot of, where's one? Like, no, that's a game. What am I looking for? Like here, multiple editions. It's 4 of the exact same thing, in my opinion. DLCs, which aren't games. Like here, this is 5 different things that are all in-game currency that you have to buy with real money. So that's 5 things that aren't even a game. They're not even DLC. They're here, just give us money, we'll give you a little bit of a discount. So it's things like that. We're gonna go back up to the top. And like last year, a lot of these games are from last year. They did add some new ones, like Destiny 2 wasn't out last year, of course. Call of Duty World War II wasn't out last year. Creed Origins. Like me, once I'm done with this video, I will be getting the Fractured But Whole South Park game. I really loved Stick of Truth. I owned Stick of Truth from Xbox 3. From Xbox 360. So this will be one I get. Agents of Mayhem, I haven't really heard anything about. I don't know what this Armor Krog is thing. I'm not a big horror fan, so 7 Days to Die, Evil Within 2, though they're great games, I won't be getting them. Hi. Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm not the biggest Assassin's Creed fan. Like, they all look kind of samey to me. Like, I loved Black Flag, but I'm like, after I play Black Flag, I really don't need to play anything else. I don't like those season games. I know sometimes they'll give them to us for free. I'm debating Dark Souls 3. I really want to try out Bloodborne, because I've got some friends that are big Dark Souls fans. And they're like, yeah, Bloodborne is the easiest one to get into. And I kind of like when you watch playthroughs of Dark Souls, because they give you shields, it gives you that kind of idea that you can be super defensive. But then you'll watch gameplay of people that can get like 1 and 2 shot by some of these bosses that attack you really fast. At that point, I'm like, a shield doesn't help you there. Whereas Bloodborne gives you a gun, or a second weapon, or 2 weapons. This one I might get just for nostalgia. Like, I have DuckTales for free from Xbox, but Tailspin, Darkwing Duck, and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers are shows I really loved. Doom, if you don't have Doom, or you were holding off to play Doom on a different console, it's really fun. I have it on hard disk, so I don't need to buy this. If I didn't, though, Doom is definitely one I would get. I don't know what the Dreamfall chapters are. Is that another page thing? Maybe.
Wait,
Ad.
where am I?
You're in the hospital, Zoe.
Don't you remember?
No.
You're not supposed to be here.
I have a sword, and I'm bigger than you.
Those are two things that count in your favor.
You could get your arm chopped off.
So far, so good.
And people say you have no sense of humor.
What the heck is...
Darkness is deeper and final.
You will need to find it on your own.
Seriously? What's going on?
I don't know yet, but I need to find out.
I don't get it.
I need to enter Dreamtime. To revisit the past. It's the only way to save the future. You're burning with a white fire.
A fire that spreads and burns until time itself.
Okay. I have to go into a dream state to visit my past? If that's not an Assassin's Creed kind of... maybe not blatant ripoff, but somebody said, yeah, Assassin's Creed is definitely getting samey, and we really want to try something new with it. I mean, I can understand that. You get tired of seeing the same game over and over and over. I mean, look at Call of Duty and Modern Warfare. Like, they were at the point where they're coming up with pretty much the exact same game every couple of months. Like here, if you don't already own Fallout 4, I cannot recommend it enough. Did you like Skyrim? Did you like Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas? Fallout 4 is amazing. And I don't know if they patched it, but I know when I played, there was a glitch. One of the very first places you go in the game, and this is based in the story, like you have to go here because it's the nearest settlement kind of thing, you can find a little book that will give you a +1 to one of your stats. And if you're a Fallout fan, you know that the cap is 10. Well, there was a glitch where you can give a companion the book, because after you read the book, you get to keep the book. It doesn't like vanish. So you can give the companion a book and then like use them to duplicate the book. Like as you're reading the book, tell them to pick it up. So they are picking it up as you're reading it, and then they can drop it and you can reread it and get like infinite points to your core stats. So like eventually you can level into getting enough stat points to upgrade everything to maxed out. But if you want to not have to spend like 20 or 30 levels on, you know, stats, and more like the cool fun perks. What is this? Ooh, I like it. Okay, I'm liking the music. This feels good.
Now you're mine.
Now I'm what? Yeah, he looks like he does not care. Now you're mine.
Go get him, boys. This is not a drill.
Go get him. Oh, dang. Melee swords, guns, dash ability that lets you... Ooh. This looks really hard. But it looks like it's just like an arena. And I'm noticing both characters have like, I guess, sub-tanks. This looks like it was made maybe by the same guys who made arena game I was playing a couple months back. It was really fun too. But like the whole arena looks kind of like that same style. I do like these cutscenes. Like you can give me a whole movie with these graphics, I'd be happy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments down there. Apparently it came out in 2016, but I don't know. Let me make me go away again so that you guys can the Telltale Game of Thrones thing, which I'm not a big fan of the Telltale games. Like they're good games. I'm not gonna say I don't play them, especially when they're free or they give me like episode 1 free. For $10, I might get this one. I don't need to see the ad, but it's kind of a weird, like turn-based grid map thing. I don't know. But like the fact that they put the game I really was planning to buy myself for Christmas in the this one I looked at, it didn't really feel, it feels like one of the like a Rune Factory kind of game where you make spells to be able to do stuff with them, and Mighty Number 9 is $5. We all know why. If you don't have Metal Gear Solid 5, that's a really good price for it. Soul Suspect, we were given for free, like, a while ago. Necropolis is a cool shoot and loot dungeon, roguelite. No, roguelite. You don't keep anything, it feels like. Like, the graphics look kind of PlayStation 1-y, PS2-ish maybe. I mean, I like the art style. I do. There's only 2 classes, but it's a 4-player co-op game, so I'm like, eh? If you're gonna do your best to make it 4-player co-op, you need to either have, like, more than 2 classes, preferably 4. At least that way, if everybody plays the same thing, you're like, okay guys, seriously, we all like the same playstyle, that's fine. But apparently it's just, when you die, you start the game over. Like, there's no real... But unlike most roguelikes, in this game, if you die but you're playing co-op, your partners can bring you back. So, I don't know. And Bandai made it. And most of their games that I've played, I really like. So, I don't know. But it's $20 off, so that might be a little telling. If you're going to... I would super recommend Ori and the Blind Forest. This edition especially, the definitive edition lets you backtrack in certain places. And my biggest issue with the original game was there are collectibles in the game, but sometimes, like, there's 1 or 2 of them that if you don't know where they are, at a certain point in the game, you finally figure out where they are because it gives you, like, a power-up that lets you see them on the map, the world map. But if you don't know they're there, by the time you get that particular power-up, those items, those pickups are in an area where you cannot backtrack to. Game will not let you. Like, not because, like, the forest is on fire or something's been destroyed. No, there's just a door that closes and you cannot open it from this side. The definitive edition fixed a lot of things, and that was, like, one of the big ones. And I love that. Prototype, I'm going to be getting it just so I can replay it in high def. Woo! And get all the achievements over again. Because I loved Prototype on 360. So, for it being like $30 off, and I'm getting Prototype 1 and 2, I would pay $10 to $15 just to buy each game separately. So, for like $16.50, I'm happy. Roblox, I don't really care about it. The kids at the school I work at will say, hey, miss, hey, man, do you play that? And I'm like, yeah, I have the game. I don't play it. If you'd rather get the special edition of Fractured But Whole, this is your game. Like, a few of these newer ones, I'm like, I have too many games right now. If you're a Telltale fan, though, this is your year. I might get this Valkyria game. It looks graphically speaking, it looks kind of like a, really high-end Tales game. And I love those. It's an RPG, and we all know how much I love those. Real-time combat and tactical strategy, so I don't know how that works. But when the first games it compares it to are FF15, Dragon's Dogma, Darksiders War Mastered, which I need to buy that one at some point, because I loved Darksiders. So if I can get all those achievements again, that'll be fun. And Divinity Original Sin, and I own like 3 out of those 4. Like, I never played Type 0. I heard it was actually okay, but by the time it came out, people were kind of meh. So, I might get that one. My Christmas/Black Friday budget from me, was I just went on GameStop.com and bought myself a pair of $50 gift cards. So, I've got $100 here. I'm going to play with it. I'm going to have some fun with those games. If any of these games are things you guys would love to watch me play, like, you're looking at a lot of the ones I own, whether on disc or download, and I can try and find them again if I need to, like, re-download something. But yeah, if any of these look interesting, you know what's up. Hit me up in these comments down below. You've already seen the 2 or 3 games I will most definitely get. There's a couple I have maybes on. We'll see how much money I have left on my account. Because I'm not going to try and outspend myself. I did that last year. I've still got some of those games on my memory. And I still haven't played some of those games. So, with that said, lights out. And be safe this weekend, guys. Or this week. Be safe.